Welcome back to my Cybersecurity Plus class. I am Cio Rodriguez. In this section, we will discuss gap analysis. Gap analysis in cybersecurity is the process of identifying the difference or the gap between an organization's current security posture and its desired or required security state. The purpose of a gap analysis is to determine what security measures are missing, inadequate, or non compliant with industry standards, regulations, or best practices. Gap analysis is important for many reasons. One, it helps organizations understand their current vulnerabilities and weaknesses, enabling them to prioritize remediation efforts. Two, ensures that security controls and practices meet regulatory and industry requirements like GDPR, HIPAA, PCI DSS. Three, it guides decision makers in allocating resources efficiently by focusing on areas with the most significant gaps or risks. And four, it supports ongoing efforts to enhance security measures and adapt to evolving threats. Let's take a look at some practical examples of gap analysis. Example one, compliance with regulatory standards. Let's say that a healthcare organization must comply with HIPAA regulations, which require a specific security controls to protect patient data. So, the gap analysis process would be something, obviously, this is a simplified version, just to give you an idea what this means. One, review the current security controls against the HIPAA requirements. Two, identify missing or inadequate measures, for example, the lack of encryption for stored data or insufficient access controls. Um, Three, develop a plan to implement necessary controls, such as introducing encryption solutions and stronger access policies to close their identified gaps. Example two, enhancing network security. Let's say that a medium-sized enterprise wants to improve its network security against cyber threats. The gap analysis process would be something like this. One, assess the current network security measures like firewalls, IDS and IPSs, VPNs, etc. Two, identify gaps such as outdated firewall rules, the lack of multi-factor authentication or MFA, or insufficient monitoring of network traffic. And three, create an action plan to update firewall configurations, implement MFA, and deploy advanced monitoring tools to address the gaps. Example 3, preparing for a security audit. Let's say that a financial institution is preparing for an external security audit to achieve PCI DSS compliance. The gap analysis process will look like this. One, compare current security controls, that is, access control policies, encryption standards, vulnerability management, against PCI DSS requirements. Two, identify discrepancies, such as missing audit trails or inadequate encryption for credit card data. And three, address these gaps by implementing a centralized login solution and upgrading encryption protocols. Example number 4, developing a business continuity plan or BCP. Let's say that an organization wants to ensure that its critical operations can continue during a disaster or major disruption. The gap analysis process will look like this. One, review the existing BCP measures like backup strategies, disaster recovery plans, etc. Two, identify gaps such as outdated recovery procedures or insufficient backup testing. And three, develop a plan to update procedures, improve testing frequency, and enhance backup strategies to ensure continuity. Example 5, improving security awareness training. Let's say that a company experiences frequent phishing attacks and realizes that its employees may lack awareness. A gap analysis process would look like this. 1, assess the current state of security awareness training programs. 2, identify gaps such as outdated training materials or low employee participation rates. And 3, introduce a comprehensive, updated training program and implement simulated phishing exercises to improve awareness. Gap analysis is a crucial tool for identifying weaknesses in an organization's current security posture and developing a strategy to achieve the desired security state. By comparing existing practices against the standards and requirements, organizations can prioritize actions, allocate resources efficiently, and ensure compliance with regulatory standards, thereby enhancing overall security and resilience. In summary, gap analysis identifies gaps between current security measures and required standards. It improves security, ensures compliance, and drives continuous improvement. It enhances security, aligns with regulations, and optimizes resource use. The process includes assessing current controls, comparing with the standards, and creating an action plan. And some practical use and applications are used for audits, network security, continuity planning and training, and basically any aspect, any application of a company could actually go through a gap analysis process to make sure that the security posture of the company is as the desired state of management. Now, remember that there is no such a thing as a 100% secure company, but the goal is to be as secure as possible. Thank you, and I hope that you continue watching. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel.